Yo, what's up guys? It's Level Dude YT back here today with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to not only hit in the Jagged Peak, but every main collectible along the way. And I will warn you, this is going to be a very confusing guide. The Jagged Peak has a lot of large open areas filled with pretty much nothing overall. So if you just follow exactly what I say, I can assure you I found everything, and I'll show you through every boss too. One more thing, in this guide I'm going to be showing you how to complete Igon's questline, Igon, I'm not sure what his name is, and the Dragon Priestess questline. They're both like intersecting questlines almost, and I'll show you where they're located and what to do to complete those questlines. They're fairly easy, so like I said, just follow what I say and you'll be good to go for this entire area. So, starting at the spawn, you're going to move up through this road, cross that like Great Bridge, and when you hit the castle front side of Grace, right, you're going to take this path up. Now watch closely because this is a little confusing. You're going to take the path up, you're going to stop right here, and you're going to go over here through this little path. And right here will mark the first area. It's either here or here, you'll see it no matter what. We'll mark the first area you're going to find Igon. He's going to be screaming for help on the ground, and all you have to do is go talk to him and exhaust his dialogue. And around here is where you'll fight an ancient dragon man. He'll invade you. Just kill him. You don't have to kill him for the quest line or anything, just kill him though. You'll be good to go. I think you get like a dragon hunter katana from him, I'm not too sure. But following up this path, you're going to take this little hill up, and here you'll find the Dragon's Pit. This is where I am currently. I am going to walk you through the Dragon's Pit. This is like a cave with a main boss, although the boss isn't too like too strong or anything. Let me turn on my lantern. So here's your first side of Grace. It's called the Dragon's Pit side of Grace. I don't know why my character's not on. That's weird. And trust me when I say this, this cave is crap. It's a lot of annoying enemies. They all come back to life after you kill them, and you have to hit them again before they fully regenerate. This cave's full of garbage. I'll show you where the extra stuff is, and I'll show you where the boss is. But basically, the boss is going to be a magma worm. He'll give you a dragon heart. This cave is complete garbage. We just need to get through the cave. That's all we're doing right now. So, running down here, just jump off this edge. There is going to be something on a body back there where I'm looking, but I think it's like a smithing stone or something. You're going to run down this cave. Just keep running down. Run past all the enemies, honestly. They're not worth fighting. I hate this cave. I'm sure the cave hates me too. You're going to go right down here, and this is where you will take some damage, so be ready. You're going to jump off of this. You see that? Where I'm swinging, that opening? That's where the magma worm boss is going to be found. He kind of sucks. I wouldn't even fight him. You're going to run down here. Oh, I had a message appraised. And you're going to read this message. It says, "Be brave, show no fear." I think we all know what that means. We're going to run this way, and you're going to jump all the way down here. You won't die when you jump down here. Look, it lands you in a secret area of the map you probably didn't know was here. Right? So now, exiting out the cave this way. I might speed this up depending on how long it takes. There will be a boss right here. There is going to be a boss battle in this room. It is another ancient dragon man, like the one you fought earlier, and I believe he drops this katana I'm using actually. This is a very good katana, by the way. I'll showcase what it does right here. It's called the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. It has 55 blood loss buildup, C strength, and C for dexterity attribute scaling. I'll show you what it does. Alright, so that's its normal attacks. This is its powerful attack combo. This one's pretty cool. I like this a lot. It does a lot of damage. And it'll always be that animation. It does use up some of your mana, as you can see in the top left. But this sword's pretty sick. Alright? Now, you can either use this to return to the entrance, but that's not what we're doing today. We're trying to get through the Jagged Peak. So you're going to go through this door after you beat the boss. And run. The Dragon's Pit Terminus. congratulations, you made it to the Jagged Peak, you know what I mean? The annoying part's over. Now we can do some exploring and grab all the items found in this area and everything. For a lot of this guide, I will be speeding everything up on horseback, so I do know, outside of the entrance here, there will be a message from Igon. I've already done the quest line, so it's not here anymore. But there will be a message from Igon, you know, and he's basically just like screaming about the Dread Dragon Bale, which is the main boss for this entire area, found all the way up here. You can see I have the grave site, rest of the Dread Dragon. So we've got quite a ways to go. But you won't see Igon for a bit. Continuing up here, let me get on horseback. Alright, now remember what I said earlier. I looked up there, and I looked up there already. There's nothing. Just trust me, follow where I go. I'll tell you where the good stuff is. If there was stuff up there, it was like a flower or something, you know, something dumb you don't really want. I'm here to show you where all the cookbooks are and stuff. There will be a sleeping dragon here. It is a Jagged Peak Drake, I believe the boss name is called, and it was a fairly easy dragon. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it was pretty easy. We will be going this direction later on, but for now, we actually need to take a right and go this way after beating this dragon. Remember to follow exactly where I go. I've already gone up all these extra paths on the left and right. It's nothing good. Just follow where I go. Alright, so we've made it to a pretty cool part of the map. It's like a huge dead dragon here, and this is where your first item will be found. On this dead body. And when you get this body, it will be Igon's cookbook number 1, I believe. Continuing on the path. Here we reach the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion. Now, this is your third site of grace for this run. It is called the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, right? And this is your altar for all the dragon abilities in this DLC, right? So when you examine the altar, you can either get Bale's Tyranny or Bale's Flame Lighting. I got the Flame Lighting. I can't use either. I'm not really a mage. But this will be the reward. Make sure to come back to here after you defeat Bale of the Dread, and you can claim one of these two. You'll have to beat the DLC again to claim the other one though, right? And then you have the normal Ritual of Dragon Communion here, which so far I've only been able to claim the Ghost Flame Breath. I don't know if there's any other dragons I need to beat to get any other abilities, but these do cost 3 dragon hearts. I'll show you where those 3 dragons I killed were. There's one over here in the Cerulean Coast. I'll probably make a guide for this area next. There's a Ghost Flame Dragon here, a Ghost Flame Dragon here when you leave spawn. The third one, if you go look back at my Fort of Reprimand guide, and you spawn at this grace, there'll be a cave, and exiting the cave, there'll be a Ghost Flame Dragon fighting a lot of soldiers out here. Alright guys, and now that we're done looking at the altar, I'll show you what else we have to collect here. There's nothing really good on this dragon, just a bunch of like crafting items and stuff, so let me continue further. Make sure to take a left around here, and do not fall off that side. I did that while recording, and there's no way back up. And this isn't a part of the dragon area on the right here. This is like a whole new area called the Charo's Hidden Grave. I haven't explored it yet. I might make a guide on that later on, but yeah. You're gonna go over here though, and here's your next like big item, I would say. It will be found right over here on this man's body. Now, this will be Dragon Communion Grease, which you do need, and it's very important. We'll find a cookbook later on in the guide that will showcase what the grease does, or I mean how to craft the grease. The grease is basically like normal dragon wound grease, like times 10 though. It's really good. You pretty much need to use it to defeat Bale. So returning back onto the other side of the dragon here, standing here where you see these messages, I've already done her questline, so she's gone. Standing here though, where you see these messages, there'll be the Dragon Priestess. You can talk to her, exhaust her dialogue, make sure you ask about Bale the Dragon, and make sure when she asks you if you want to receive her blessing, whatever, you do. Like, say yes to whatever. She'll give you this really sick item, and it basically increases all damage negation, and you can get the item as many times as you want, as long as you don't already have that item in your inventory. So you can use it, come back, grab another, and do that a bunch of times for her, right? And she does have some info about Igon. I'll return to this later, though. For now, we have to explore the rest of the Jagged Peak. So, returning back to the Dragon's Pit Terminus site of Grace, I am going to speed this up, but I'll show you where to go next. First, take Igon and Priestess Questline. So, remember this first dragon you fought when you enter this area? Well, we're going to take a left this time instead of going to the right. Okay, now that we're at the Spirit Spring, I do believe there is actually an item over here. If I remember correctly, it will be a cookbook. Yep, because there will be some enemies over here. These are those respawning enemies I told you to run past in the caves. Let me find the cookbook for you guys, though. Fuck, I can't remember the dude's body was. It's actually on this man's body. Make sure not to get hit by those guys. But you see that body? What that gives you exactly? But that is where that cookbook is found. So continuing on, take the Spirit Spring up, and I will fast forward the rest of this travel. And here, after you cross the bridge, this is your 4th site of Grace. The site of Grace will be called Foot of the Jagged Peak, and this is where you will meet Igon next. But I don't have a clip of this, sadly. There will be 2 dragons fighting here. I'll show you that. Okay, so heading further up this cliff, 2 Jagged Peak drakes, just like the same dragon you fought over here. I forgot to mention they do have like lightning attacks and fire attacks. But what I did is I just let the dragons fight it out until one of them died, and then I came in and killed the other one. It's pretty easy. You don't have to stress out about fighting 2 dragons. Whenever you kill all the dragons, basically. Continuing on right here, you will see Igon laying on the ground. Now, he is dead for me. Bit of a questline spoiler. He is dead for me, or I don't. Maybe he's just sleeping, guys. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just taking a little nap. Let's pray for my boy. Let's pray for Igon. But after you kill those 2 dragons, he will be sitting here, and you can talk to him. You actually do need to talk to him because he will give you his finger. I'll show you what that is. So this is Igon's furled finger. It basically summons him for the Bale boss fight. You don't have to use the finger or anything. It's just in your inventory so you can summon him. If you didn't do this questline, you don't talk to him here, and you don't get the finger, you will not be able to ask for his help during the Bale boss fight. Which is... I highly recommend asking for his help. He's pretty fun, and he's funny. His voice lines are really cool, and he's overall a super sick character. So, now that we're done praying for Igon, you will return here later, so remember this area. We're going to continue up to the next boss. You have reached the Jagged Peak. Congratulations. Go up the Spirit Spring. Go up this Spirit Spring. Now, entering this area, I don't know if I'll find one or not, but boulders do sometimes come out of that hole right there and roll down the middle here. I already checked on the right and left. There's no extra items here. Basically, the best way to avoid this is to just go up the left here. Now, do you see that stake of Marika? You know what that means. When you come over this hill, there will be a dragon sitting in the middle puddle there. His name is the Ancient Dragon Senesax. That dragon is harder than Bale. This dragon right here I cannot stress it enough. He uses lightning and fire, and he is completely broken. It took me like 3 hours to fight him. Like, I should have recorded it so I could show you some of the rage. Maybe it would have been funny for the video, but it's whatever. When you kill the dragon, these things spawn in here. I don't know why. This is actually my first time coming back here after killing him. That's odd. Yeah, this guy's annoying. He's completely optional. You can just run past him if you follow where I'm about to go. Super annoying. All you get is like a dragon heart and some smithing stones, like some dragon smithing stones. I hate this guy. Alright. Continuing ahead though. Alright. And now we have found our 5th side of grace for this run. This side of grace is called the Jagged Peak Mountainside, and I can assure you, you will not be returning here. There is almost no way you can die. It is like, there's like no enemies here. Only way you can really die is you fall off the edge of the map, so try not to fall off the edge of the map. But this is where our last cookbook for this run is located, actually. If you go around to the right here, you know, past these lightning things, on that dead body that these 2 little lightning things are protecting, on that dead body you just saw, it'll be Igon's cookbook number 2. Now, remember what I said earlier, that grease is very good against like this next dragon you'll be facing, which honestly, this next dragon will be Bale, and he's not even as hard as the dragon down there. So, just keep that in mind. It'll be pretty easy as long as you make sure to summon in Igon and summon in your Mimic tier. Now, please follow my path. Don't fall off. I already looked everywhere for extra items. I can promise you it's nothing good. Take the Spirit Spring up. Follow along here. Now, if you fall off here, there is a way you can get back up if you take the route all the way down and up around again. But don't fall off here. Make that jump. Make this jump. And take this Spirit Spring up. Now dropping down here. And going around here, you'll find a somber ancient dragon smithing stone. As you saw in the video, I actually had not played on my first one, so keep that in mind. Retake the Spirit Spring up. And make sure to run past these things, they'll drop from the ceiling. On this body, there'll be a Erdtree fragment. Very important for, you know, leveling up your attack and your durability in the DLC, so make sure you do grab what's off that body. But continuing on, there's nothing too much. You're going to take this Spirit Spring up. And here you are. You've made it. You've 100% of the Jagged Peak. That was like 30 minutes of recording for me, but I'm sure after I edit the video, it'll probably be like 10 minutes of video for you guys. It wasn't that complicated. There wasn't a lot of secret items or anything. But this is your last site of grace. Well, I guess technically not after you beat him. This is the Jagged Peak Summit, your 5th site of grace for this run. And I do have a clip and recording of my first interaction with Bale, because I was trying to figure out where Igon's summon sign is for his quest line. And before I do that, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. After you talk to Igon, right, the second time, and he gives you his finger, you can return to the Altar of Dragon Communion and talk to the Priestess again, and you can ask her about Igon. You don't have to for the quest line or anything. It's just extra like lore about who Igon is, if you're interested in that. She doesn't give you any extra items, but here we go. I'll show you the clip of the Build boss fight and how hard it was for me to find Igon's summon sign. I'll go ahead and show you like after he's done, like right here. I think the summon sign was here, around this area where I'm standing. I'm not too sure. It was really hard to see, and the boss will attack you while you're trying to get it, so be ready. But I'll cue that clip now. Finally, welcome to the boss fight. Hope you're ready. If I can find it. Bro, where is this guy's summon sign? I'm actually like tweaking out now. There's no summon sign. Am I like going insane? Dude, I'm actually terrified. I'm actually like shaking in my boots right now. Where is Igon summon sign? Bro. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Buddy, you want to tell little? I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to sit there and do that. I am dead. Oh my god. This boss is insane. And I found his summon sign. I literally see it right there. Someone's sign was on top of his summon sign. I found it. Alright guys, and now we've reached the Baal the Dread boss fight. Final boss fight on this adventure. We have to get to Igon's summon sign. Igon's summon sign is right here, right on the left. Boom! He's on right there. There you go. He's summoned Jesus Christ. And he's sick.
I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Igon. Your fear may break.
He is talking a lot of garbage right now. I saw my next ever.
Son of a scale you might be, but I will wriggle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
Wait, did I? What is this? What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. What even is happening anymore? I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm scared. I'm just a scared little boy. Oh god, get off. Wait. That was supposed to be a hard boss? Wait a minute, what? Hold on. The dragon before this guy was like 10 trillion times harder. What? If you summon Igor and your mimic, it's like over. Alright, well if you guys want a harder boss fight, then don't summon Igon with the mimic, I guess. Okay, and now that you've seen that and you saw my reaction to how easy Baal was as a boss, compared to the dragon before him, Senesax down there, this grace will spawn in your 6th and last grace, the Rest of the Dread Dragon. Congratulations, you've completed the entire Dragon Pit area and Jagged Peak area. Now we're just missing 2 final things you can do. Return to the foot of the Jagged Peak Grace site. Once you spawn in on this side of Grace, you are going to walk up here. Remember, this is after you defeat Baal, so don't lose after you. You're going to return to Igon's body over here. And I'll cue the clip of me collecting the items from here, but when you return to Igon's body after you defeat Baal, we'll just say the homie went to bed, you know, kiss him goodnight, give him a prayer. He didn't die, guys. I still believe he's just sleeping for a long time. But you do collect all of his items. I'll cue that clip now. Alright guys, so looking back through the video like an hour after the fact, his fit looks super goofy, honestly. It looks kind of goofy. I don't like the pants. But you do get his fit and you get his great bow. This thing is huge. It's called Igon's Great Bow. I'll show you what it does in a little bit, because I'm also going to show you what his bell bearing gives you. And I'm pretty sure that's how you get bolts for this thing. You have to, you know, use this bell bearing and buy it. So Let's go over his armor. This is the stats for his helmet. This is the stats for Igon's actual armor. This is the stats for his gauntlets. And this is the stats for his loincloth. Alright. And now if you do want to redeem the bell bearing you collect from Igon, you simply have to go to your map, press the right bumper on Xbox, R1 on PlayStation, go down to the Table of Lost Grace. We go to the I can't remember. We offer the Igon's bell bearing, and now we can see what Igon had to offer. Alright, so figuring out what Igon's bell bearing offers, it's simply just the Igon's harpoon. I guess he actually does use a different harpoon than the Dragon Communion harpoons I was talking about earlier that you can craft with his cookbook. So buy a couple of these and you'll be able to use his bow. I will buy some to showcase. We'll buy 20 of them. Alright, well, now that we have the bows for his bolt and everything, I can't believe I forgot this whole part of the video. This is what shooting the bow is normally like. Let me equip the arrows. They're right here. Igon's harpoon, 30 physical to 90 if you charge it up all the way. I'm not too sure how bows work in this game. I don't really use them, but in case you are an archer, here's the normal shot. Let's aim it. That's some good range. I think if you, let's see the skill shot. Is that what it's called? The skill shot with this thing? He roars and, oh wow, he uses up some mana and that thing is instant. Nice. The Priestess will also be gone. I don't know what happened to her. But if you return to where she was standing right here, she'll have 2 items for you to pick up. I'll showcase one of those items right now. This is what the Flowerstone Gavel does. This is its attack combo, and then this is its heavy attack combo. And it's just that forever. And this is its last ability. With Arcane, you'll see why, because this is its special skill. You can summon the red lightning that the Jagged Peak Drake dragons were, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so for the Priestess heart, I did just have to look this up because I'm a little scared to use it. The item effect says it turns a human frame into an ancient dragon and boosts your dragon cult incantations. I do think that does change your character. I'm not sure, you know, just do a little research before you use that item. But I know when you pop it once, you turn into like a dragon man, like the ancient dragon man you fought. And then when you use it again, it'll give you about a minute long 20% damage buff. It was like damage resistance. And it'll give you a boost on your dragon incantation. So, like I said, if you get any incantations out of this, or you already had some, it'll boost that when you pop the Priestess heart a second time. And you'll have to keep using that heart over and over again, you know, every minute for you to get the buff for a minute. But congratulations, you have just completed the entire Jagged Peak Drake, whatever. Discovered everything there is to discover that I know of, unless there's like a hidden secret wall or something. You completed the Priestess questline and Igon's questline. I don't think those characters will show back up, sadly. And like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed the guide. Comment something if I did miss anything. I don't think I did. I'm not too sure. I did explore literally as much as I possibly could have, but I don't know, I might have missed something. I am only human after all. I'm not a dragon, you know, not a dragon man. But just like and subscribe if you like the video, and if you want more guides like this, I might make some more. I do record by streaming Twitch and then downloading the stream and editing it. So if there are like any major video problems, I won't know now, and I'll know when I go back through the video. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see me do more. If I do another, it'll probably be the Cerulean Coast next. This whole area right here. But yeah, thanks for watching.